Friends. This thing is weird. How did that happen? Okay, I believe we are live. Yeah, we are live. Alright, so welcome everybody to the MultiTap Gaming Podcast, episode 16. We've got Chuck's here speaking on the mic right now. We've got Ams. We've got Ams top left. Top left, he just went and grabbed some water. We've got Andan at the bottom. We're gonna get straight into it, but first of all, you know what the deal is by now. What have we been playing this week? I will go first. What have I been playing? The usuals, FIFA, Pro Clubs with a few of my boys. But I've been dabbling with my Switch a lot. I can't lie. That's probably the other game that I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda. You know what? I'm realizing again why the Nintendo Switch was my favorite console, because it's so like pick up, just put it in standby and come back to it in 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever when you're on your break or something.
Just do the same again.
Yeah, just do the same. And it's literally at the point that you put it on pause, like whatever game you're playing. So that's the big reason. And I'm really seeing the benefits of playing Legend of Zelda, because that's such a like perfect pick up and play game. Like you can just be in one of the little, what are they called, shrines. Be like, I can't remember how to figure this out, or I can't figure this out. Let me put it on standby, come back to it, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, man, that's why. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing this week, to be honest. So, what about you, Ams?
Mine was very similar to last week. Bit of Doom, bit of UFC. I'm currently away for work, and I've just been too tired to game. Sometimes when I'm away, like if I'm on a away job where it's not too long days, I usually come back and play something, but these have been long days. So I've been struggling to game. I did get a bit of NBA 2K, and the demo came out on Monday, I think, which was Mamba Day. And it's one of those things, I made 2 characters, played it, and I thought, this game it's not like everyone was saying, it isn't the same game. It's slightly different, but it's not different enough for me to care about playing a demo. It feels a bit different, but it's like, I'll forget this. I'll just play it when it comes out. Plus, I'm getting the free. I don't want to call it downgrade, but I got the premium edition for PS5, so I want to get this one free. I'm only playing this one when it comes out to earn coins to use when the PS5 one comes out. So I'm not that invested in playing this one.
That's fair. That's fair. And and then what are you playing?
You know what? The only game I've really been playing this week is FIFA. You know, but yeah, what's good? I can't lie, innit? I'm getting to a level where I'm not losing anymore in it. So where if anyone listening wants to have a little chat on FIFA or whatever on PS4. Put down your ad in the comments and then let me know in it, and then yeah, we can get it cracking in it. But yeah, that's no, I'm not even joking, man. But people are getting 9-0 and that online.
Go back to your 2018 days.
But yeah, that's all I've really been playing. I mean, I've just been waiting for a game to kind of come out and. Yeah, and then playing it, but yeah, at the moment, not really much, to be honest. Same old.
That's fair. Well, there you go. We're gonna get straight into the first topic, because I can't lie, lads, there's a lot to talk about, and it's very exciting. Me personally, yeah, this is later on in the podcast that we're gonna speak about this. Let's actually just go over what we're speaking about, just so we can give you a little taste of why you should stick around. So we're going to be speaking about Gotham Knights. We're going to be speaking about Suicide Squads. We're going to be speaking about Control and Call of Duty. And we'll tell you later on why they're tied together. And we're also going to be talking about Gamescom. and that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to live stream that, so make sure you tune in for that. Come and join us. It's going to be very good, personally. And sticking on that subject, the reason I'm so excited is because of Gamescom. I actually think this show is going to be a big deal. I think a lot is going to be. I think this is going to be the kind of show where people's expectations are low, but they're going to come like with some heat, personally. So, but yeah, let's go into the first subject. Two game announcements that we saw: Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad. So, what are you guys thinking about that game? And then I'm gonna go to you. No, actually, I'm gonna go to Ams, and you're gonna give us some details on what the games are actually about. So,
well, Suicide Squad, we know nothing. It's a 4-player game. They didn't really show us. What I will say is, I think they're talking about it being like all the characters having guns. I don't like that.
What would Boomerang? I guess that's a projectile. Or what's his name?
I think there was the rumors that even he will have a gun. I think he used.
Oh no, he does have a gun. He does have a gun. Left hand, yeah, he's got a handgun.
I think the point of these games is to have them use their powers and their strengths. Like, there's no reason King Shark needs a gun. I don't see a reason for him to have a gun. It works with Deadshot. It might even work with Harley Quinn, even though I think you can be more original than give her a gun. But we'll have to see when they actually show us more. It's out in 2022, so it could be a good game. If it's guns, I don't know if I enjoy it. On the other hand, Gotham Knight, I think, looked really good.
Yeah, so that's more of a... Go on.
Yeah, so that one's going to be 2-player co-op, I think.
Yeah.
Player. I would have preferred 4-player co-op, but you can't get everything. One thing I will say about Gotham Knights is that there were some parts that looked better than Arkham Combat, and then there were other parts where it didn't look as good as Arkham Combat. Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it looked like they were straying away from doing parries and stuns because they weren't in the game. Because of the leveling system. But then I like the takedowns with Robin and the co-op moves, which I think was one of the best parts of having the side character tells in the Arkham games. But I think it looks like it's going to be good. They're doing Court of Owls, which movies and games have been flirting with for a while now. Maybe it'll be good. I don't like the levels above the head. That really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
I hate that. And when the number pops up, I feel like
that's an RPG thing.
It's very psychological. It's very, very psychological because you don't. If I didn't see that and they died the same time, it took the same amount for them to die, it wouldn't bother me. But seeing that, there's something about it that bothers me. Yeah, I don't like it.
That's fair. That's fair. Personally, we actually discussed this. I saw the Gotham Knights screenplay. I thought, okay, this looks decent. No, actually, it looks really pretty. It's definitely the best game that Rocksteady have made that I've seen. I think it's made by Rocksteady, right?
Gotham Knights is No. Gotham Knights is Warner Brothers.
Yeah, sorry. It's
made Arkham Origins.
It's basically the best looking game that I've seen in that universe, basically. So, so far anyway, the gameplay looks pretty much like Batman, and I'm really interested to see that they're varying the gameplay. So whatever character you want to play, you can play as, because in the Arkham games as well, like what's his name, Nightwing, actually played very differently to Batman, and I like that.
Yeah.
So
Catwoman played different.
Yeah, exactly. So
all of them, Red Hood, all of them play different. Yeah,
exactly. So that I liked. What you're talking about with the countering and them taking it out, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna really like that, because it looked like it was bordering on button mashy because they've removed that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But what I do like is the RPG mechanics that they're implementing into it. So like, what's her name? Batgirl can have her own storyline that you can complete whenever you want, and it's going to be in co-op. So, and you can take on Mr. Freeze, for example, at like level 6, but then you can also take him on at like level 30, and he'll do different moves and have do different damage and stuff like that. So I'm liking that side of it. I don't know, I need to see more of the combat to really say, yeah, okay, this is okay and this is going to be a good game. Because the co-op, when they were doing like the double takedowns, I was like, I don't know, I really don't know. So that's probably the most concerning part of the gameplay that I've seen so far. But yeah, and then how are you feeling about that game?
All of the Batman games I've liked that have come out in the past. So I think if they just continue the formula, I think it should be good. My only concern is, as Amlek said, the numbers appearing above people's heads. I'm not really a big fan of it either, to be honest.
Jarring.
But apart from that, like, the stealth mechanics kind of looked like what propelled Batman into like a different level in terms of stealth and all that kind of stuff. And I thought the combat was all right. To be honest, when I looked at the footage, I know it's pre-alpha gameplay that they were playing in it, so I was like, it looks okay, but obviously they're very early. I think it's meant to come out. I don't know if it's 2021 or 2022 anyway, but yeah, it still looks very early for me anyway. But yeah, I'm hopeful for it. I think they will manage to put out a solid 8.59 out of 10 game in it. So yeah, I'm hopeful for it anyway. So just wait and see. Okay,
and wait, actually, have we spoken about Suicide Squad already? I feel like you did.
Well, they showed nothing apart from
no, okay, I'm gonna speak about this because
which I was not impressed with.
I'm gonna speak about this
before we go into that. Is that because Gotham Knights is not set in the Arkham world, it's not a continuation. They have the whole gamut of the Rose Gallery to choose from, which I think gives the game longevity. That should be good.
Do you think it's going to be like a games, what's it called? Games of service or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. But like Marvel Avengers, like they'll just keep adding content on top of content or something. Like they could when you think about it, they could add enemies and they can add Gotham Knights as well. They could go, I don't know who. Yeah. I don't really know that universe too well. But
they've got an endless roster on it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
they
pretty
got
much.
So many people they can add.
I think the only problem is that.
Like, think about it like this. Let's say like they did like a yearly content and there was build up to like, oh yeah, at the end of year 2, we're gonna have Joker. Like we're gonna build up to Joker. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna have this interaction with him and then this interaction, and then this is going to be like the big piece of content where it's like, oh yeah, you take down Joker. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see that.
More in terms of like what they can put into the game as missions, you'll have more. I don't know if they'll do it as a service. If it was Justice League game, I could see them doing it as a service, but I don't think the Batman's Knights is a big enough list to keep going. Yeah. Like with Marvel, you have hundreds and hundreds of heroes to choose from. But just in the Bat family, it's quite limited.
Yeah. That's
his Rose Gallery is huge, but I don't want them to say, "Oh, new DLC Polka Dot Man." I'm not gonna download that. I'm gonna see the point in that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But what I will say is about this, what do you call it? Suicide Squad's game. Personally, look, listen, that trailer made me more excited than I think gameplay would have. I know this sounds silly. I know this sounds silly, but like with these kind of things, it's like a teaser for me. So I'll say, okay, I see what they're doing. They're giving you hints as to what they're thinking they're gonna do, what they're gonna do in this game, basically. So they're already giving you hints. It's gonna be that kind of game where everybody's flying around. You're taking out all these enemies that are pretty much gonna look the same, but it will probably be in a cool way. That's why they've done such a cool trailer. Like, it's gonna probably be, what's that game called that was made by Insomniac that came to the Xbox? Sunset Overdrive, freaking DC edition. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I think they're gonna do it. Exactly, that would be pretty cool. So that's what I think. I don't think if I saw gameplay straight off the bat, it would have made me excited, because what that would have just done is it would have given me a taste, but it wouldn't have been enough. So when I get gameplay, I want it to be enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about it this way. God of War, they gave us what? Almost 15 minutes of gameplay when they first revealed it. That was enough. Horizon Zero Dawn, I think they did close to the same thing. I don't want that again, personally. I don't want like 15 minutes of gameplay as your reveal. Just tease things and then eventually give us that, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, to be fair, that game is 2022 or something like that. I think that's supposed to be coming out, so it's very, very early days. And I'm assuming that's not a game that's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. So
that's true.
So I'm assuming they're just gonna wait. Obviously, right now, Gotham Knights is probably gonna take center stage right now, isn't it? Yeah. So rather than kill that limelight, let Gotham Knights do its thing for the next year, or whatever, and then come next year, then we start seeing more Suicide Squad in it. So I understand them not really showing anything or whatever in it. So, but it didn't hype me up or anything like that. Like, I was just like, yeah, I kind of was disappointed.
I'm listening, and I'm disappointed. I feel like the one good thing I got from it is that the writing seems good. It was funny. So if they can transfer that to the game, but outside of that, I'm like, are you trying to set my expectations too high? Because when it comes to the game, if the characters are moving stiff, I'm going to be angry.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that one. But we'll move into the second topic. This one, I don't know how to feel about this one, actually. But Call of Duty have pretty much come out and revealed their trailer and a bit of their story, single player mode that's going to be coming out. They've also revealed that the multiplayer reveal will be coming later on next month. But what they've also revealed is that this game isn't coming to Stadia, and that means I'm out. Stadia's dead. To me, I'm done with this thing. I'm done with Stadia. I've lost hope. I'm a Sony pony now. Sony till I die, baby. Sony till I die. Sony till I die. But seriously, they've come out and revealed that we actually won't be able to play the upgraded version on PS5 unless we buy the deluxe edition of the game. Now this is related, what I said earlier was related to Control, because they've pretty much said the exact same thing, and I'm feeling like this is maybe going to become a habit for at least the first year. So I wanted to get you guys thoughts on what the situation is with this and your thoughts.
I can't lie, I think it's a joke, to be honest. What's called, you're spending what, 50, so say like a normal game is about 55 pound or whatever. So for you to now be able to play on PS5 or Xbox Series X, they want you to either spend another 55 pounds again, or spend 70 to 80 pounds to begin with. Like, I don't get it, man. I think it's just greedy, to be honest, man. Like, all the other companies like EA and all of that are saying they will do a free upgrade if you buy a FIFA or Madden or whatever. I think that's the way it should be, to be honest, because first of all, a lot of people don't know how much the Xbox is going to cost or how much the PS5 is going to cost. So we don't even know if you're even going to have the funds to even be able to afford it to even begin with. And I don't know, man. I think they're just trying to be a bit greedy, man. I can't really imagine that Control or Call of Duty on PS5 is going to be much more different to the PS4 version that we're going to get. Of course, apart from like updated graphics and stuff like that. But in terms of content, I can't really imagine one more mission or something like that. I can't really see much more, to be honest. I think they're just trying to be greedy, to be honest, man.
It's what? What did you say, Amps?
They're just gonna have better graphics, maybe.
Look, I'll put it this way: if they try to do this to any of the PC players, they would get like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe what happened. I'm telling you, like, this cannot happen. Imagine if they tried to tell you, oh, every time you upgrade your graphics card or your CPU or any part of your PC, you would need to buy an extra part to play our game again. Like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. So it's so ridiculous that this is what they basically tried to do. What I've heard though is some people have basically been coming out and saying that what they're trying to do is condition us to pay in roughly 60 to 70 pounds for our games now
by paying for the special editions.
Yeah, so basically once it gets to PS5 and the majority of people are there, or people are transitioning over, we're going to be okay paying 70 pounds or 60.
Wait, gaming is an expensive hobby, you know. This is no joke.
I'm telling you, man, it's nuts.
And some downloadable content, then don't charge me 69. I don't want to hear it.
It's nuts, man. I don't know. Say that again.
I said that's even 59 for the Steelbook edition with downloadable content.
Exactly.
So 70.
It's getting ridiculous, to be honest with you. We're gonna have to see
trainers.
I'm telling you, it's actually true. It's actually
these games is. I think it makes more sense for Control than it does for Call of Duty, because Control is just a single player experience, and once you played it, that's all the money they're getting. I think Activision are taking the absolute mick by. But then go spend money on battle passes on your original console and on your next gen console. There, you have to buy the battle pass again. I'm sure they're not doing that, but who knows? But necessarily you're buying the battle pass every time. They're going to be making money throughout. So why not give the free out? You can play online, because I can imagine Warzone's going to keep going. That's going to be free. But also, you've got your online modes for the new games, which people tend to keep going forward when it's competitive. But they won't be playing the Modern Warfare multiplayer anymore. They're going to be playing this new Black Ops multiplayer, especially because people wanted back. So, I don't like it with the single player stories, but it makes more sense. I think the multiplayer companies are just being greedy. 2K greedy when they do it. If the next one is a big step up, I think they've been talking a lot about how it's going to be a big step up, and that's the only reason I'm willing to pay in.
We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see. But and once we've seen that it's not, because it's definitely not gonna be worth it, we need to be on their necks, because this is some bull. I'm not gonna lie.
The difference between 2K14 on the PS3 and PS4 was night and day. So if they can do that again, I don't know.
We're gonna have to. I want to see 4K 120 and stuff like that. That's minimum. Do you know what I mean? For that to be the upgrade. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, as people would say out there, of this show. Ooh. All right, let's get straight into it. Let me just ask the question, lads. Are we getting Xbox Series X and PS5 reveals at Gamescom tomorrow? Are we getting these reveals prices tomorrow? Let's come on. Give me hope. Give me hope.
Reveal tech and then say goodbye.
Honestly, I would have said yes here, but I think it's just going to be a thing. They're going to tell you, go to game on November, blah, 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 and you're going to find out there how much it is. That's what's going to happen.
throw the £10 down to find out how much.
Do you know what?
Do
you think?
I don't know, man.
Do you really think? Okay, this is probably a better way to put the question, right? Xbox and PlayStation, cool. They have their brands. They are very big brands, right? If they have their own show, do you think it will be a better opportunity to reveal their prices than what they're gonna get at Gamescom?
No chance. Everyone's eyes on Gamescom because it's the only one. E3 was done.
Yeah.
The summer games thing was good, but everyone was disappointed. So these 4 days is the big run that all gamers have been waiting for. And I think everyone expects prices to be revealed. And if they don't, you have a lot of angry gamers on their hands.
A lot of angry gamers.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I really hope that's the case. I still feel like, what are we talking? So we're going into September, man. September.
A month away, according to reports that those consoles are coming out. We don't have a price.
I'm telling you, like, do you know what the worst part about it is? There are people out there that will think, oh yeah, the PlayStation is gonna be £300 again or something. Do you know what I mean? There are people, they'll be like, oh yeah, nah, that's fine. I'll get it when it comes out and it gets revealed. And
you are bluffing.
No, I'm telling you. I'm talking about the like super casuals. I'm talking the super casuals that are thinking, oh yeah,
you better have been saving. That's what I'm saying. You better have been saving from a long time, mate.
Oh man, I actually think there are people out there, the super casuals that know about PS5. Oh yeah, I saw the PS5 advert when I was watching TV and stuff like that. But they're thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna cost. I bought my PlayStation 4 when it was £350. Yeah, I'll next month's pay, I'll get it again. Do you know, I'll be comfortable. That'll be alright. Do you know what I mean? So they need to reveal it as soon as possible. I don't think. Come on, man! You can't reveal it like 2 weeks to go from release. So I think it has to happen now. If it doesn't, I'm gonna actually be disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, because
they reveal before, that's childish.
Yeah,
less than a month before the game comes out, say, oh yeah, it's coming out at this time. It costs this much. I think money for it.
I think the fact that we're getting like a Call of Duty reveal at Gamescom tomorrow as well, I think that's a big deal. That shows that this show is a big deal. So surely Sony, Xbox, they know it's a big deal as well. They've got to bring something, man. It's been confirmed that they're there, right? That they're involved with it. I'm assuming. Yeah,
I know Microsoft's definitely involved. I'm not 100% sure about Sony, but Microsoft are definitely involved.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's that question. I've got another one though. What are our predictions for Gamescom outside of the price reveals? What are our predictions? What are we gonna see? We seen any Sony first party reveals? Any Xbox first party reveals? Any Stadia first party?
No. In terms of Sony and Xbox, I don't think reveals, because I mean they've had all summer to be showing this is what's going to be happening on PS5 and Xbox Series X as soon as it comes out, and it like stuff like you're not gonna. You might see like something like Halo again or whatever, but I mean obviously they've pushed it back and stuff like that, innit? So
yeah, this is my curveball coming right your way. That for that exact reason, Xbox, they had their reveal, their 10-minute or what was it, 15-minute reveal gameplay of Halo Infinite, thinking this is gonna be a banger. Ooh yeah, they saw the reaction of everyone. They had to delay the game. They're saying we're in a ton of trouble right now. Let's drop something to get us back out there, because we've only got a month and a half to really get people to actually invest in this platform. I think we could potentially see the reveal of what's that studio called, Playground Games, or I think it's called
Forza.
No, No,
because they make Forza, innit?
yeah, they do. But there's a studio that they have that is basically they're calling quadruple A instead of triple A to be fancy. That's an Xbox thing that they do. But they've got a quadruple A studio that's making a game.
But they're learning from Apple, innit? So, boy, that's a quadruple A.
Oh,
GTA, and those are considered AAA companies. So they're just going to be throwing out billions to make a game.
pretty much. But do you think we could potentially see that game because they're in such disarray right now?
Bruh, what game? How can it be more than AAA? What game is that? I don't. If virtual reality is AAA, yeah, what is quadruple A? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna show, mate. Honestly, they are waffling. I think for Xbox, the best thing they can do is reveal the price, and hopefully it's at a good price. Yeah, that's the best thing they can do. I don't know what game they can reveal to. Nah,
they need to go super consumer friendly. They need to reveal the price. They need to show different colors. They need to show different pads. Show maybe the feature of like limited edition consoles. They need to just go all.
Are these your predictions? Are these your predictions? Yeah. Or
I think Xbox will definitely reveal a price. Yeah, I think I don't know about Sony, but I think Xbox will definitely reveal a price. I think they're gonna do it first, man. They've probably had enough of Sony's messing about.
That's fair. Okay, but what if is it enough for them to just drop Xbox Series S and not even bring prices of their both consoles? Just reveal that there's a Xbox Series S. Finally,
we already know. There's no point. We already know.
That's fair. We know the hardcore. Yeah, but we're the hardcore that are going to be watching it. To be honest with you,
everyone who's watching Gamescom knows that Series S. Yeah. I really hope that all the eggs weren't in the Halo basket. Because if it was, their basket has spilled. Someone trouble it.
It's messy out here, man. It's very messy.
I genuinely think that all the eggs were in that basket, though.
Yeah,
that was the big one.
That's
hard.
Sticky, man. I really hope that they wanted to reveal, but they held back because it's coming out later, and it's a big reveal that they just say we got to do this, and they say go. Maybe it's coming summer 2021, but it will bring hype back because I didn't really care about it. I know a lot of Xbox fans are punching the air right now because they feel like they're nothing.
Yeah, I think that's the case. But okay, let's at least give one prediction going into the show tomorrow. As again, let me just remind you guys we're going to be streaming that live, so make sure you join us. But yeah, let's each give one prediction and then we'll leave it at that. We'll leave the show as that.
I think Miles Morales gameplay, and if Nintendo's there, Breath of the Wild 2.
Okay. And then what about you? What's your one prediction?
From what I've been reading online, and these are just rumors, so it's probably not gonna happen, innit? But some people are saying we might see something about God of War 2, which that would definitely pique my interest if we hear something like that in it. I think for me it's the price of the Xbox. We will get something about that, or the release date at least.
Okay. Because you kind of took mine, I'm gonna think for 1 second. I think I'm gonna go with we get the reveal of Super Mario Odyssey 2.
I forgot Nintendo was a thing, to be honest.
There's been rumors of the Pro console with 4K. You think they might do that if they're going to be there?
No. Nintendo are going to reveal their own like when it comes to
in their own time.
Yeah,
but,
they'll reveal their
this is
console
not
in
the
their own
time.
time. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. So,
People want a 4K Nintendo console. What's the point?
bruh, I don't know what. Do you know what though? Let me tell you something. You know DLSS. I don't know if you know what that is. That is an NVIDIA. This is kind of techie, but DLSS is a kind of technology. It's like upscaling basically that NVIDIA have, where it's less demanding on your graphics card.
Okay.
And Nintendo Switches actually use NVIDIA technology in the Switch, so that may be something that we can see. We can see an upscaled 4K that actually looks better than real 4K, and it's less demanding on your graphics card. So we got to wait.
The character models don't demand 4K. There's not.
That's very true.
No strands.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. But yeah, that's our predictions. Again, just to remind you, join us tomorrow. It's going to be very exciting. You're going to see live reactions. We're going to just have some fun there. So yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Make sure you join us. Okay? Take care, guys.
Cool. Peace.